everybody, I'm InTheLittleWood, also known as Martin, and welcome to episode 2 of Stoked! So people seem to...
I gotta hook you up, man.
Hold on a minute. Hold on, you've got a klaxon.
Dude, no. This is a legit app on my phone called a ham horn, and anytime that you're hyped, you just go...
Right, hold on. I need this. I've wanted one of these for a long time because
do it.
one of my favorite radio presenters, Zane Lowe, is just left Radio 1 for those people that don't know. He has the exact same thing on his show.
Really?
I think I've got it. Is it from Carrot Creative?
I have no idea. It's legitimately just called Ham Horn. It's a free app that you can get, and it's actually for Apple and Android. So it's like universal. Like the people from Ham Horn has to like. I have brought so much attention to this.
Here we go.
Hey, you got it!
Oh, I got one! Yes. I'm stoked for this. This is one of my top 5 things this month. So welcome everybody. So if this is your first time checking out the podcast, we did a kind of like a pilot episode with Kim a week or 2 back, and I've decided now that we're going to do 2 a month. It's every 2 weeks we're going to do it. We're going to do 1 a month with a Yogscast member, 1 a month with somebody external. So this week we haven't introduced him yet, but he's been ham horning up a storm. It's SlyFoxHound.
Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing?
Yeah. So people that haven't seen this podcast before, the basis is super simple. There's a 5 in the title because this is basically 5 things that Sly is stoked about this month, and we're just going to go through, chat about them, and hang out. Gameplay footage on the screen this week. I think I'm going to go for Besiege because that game has been intriguing me. So I think if I just play it in my own time for like an hour or so, that could be the gameplay footage on the screen. If not, I clearly was terrible at it, and I'm not going to show you all it. So.
It's not that hard, dude. I just played a little bit not too long ago with my girl, and actually, it's really fun. Once you get the mechanics of it, it's really fun. So
I watched Duncan play quite a bit.
It's worth it. It's funny. It's really funny.
I've seen some things on like Reddit though, on the gaming subreddit, where people have made like dragons and. What else have they made? Like somebody mentioned
really inappropriate thing. That's what I've seen. I've seen
some very phallic vehicles. Right, let's hit up your list then. What's number 1 on your list? So are yours in an order, by the way, or are these just like 5 random things?
Realistically, no. And again, like I said before, we're gonna probably condense a few of the topics in together.
Yeah.
But looking at here, I guess the first one that I'll touch on is like the most recent one.
Okay.
I guess, yeah. So it's gonna be Rockband. Rockband was announced.
Yes, it's number 4, isn't it? That's been announced.
Yeah. And it's a next gen console. A lot of people are like, "Whoop! I guess now I gotta buy the next gen console." I'm like, really? That's what you really need?
At least they have that. At least that's their only thing to bitch about. Because the one thing that I took away, because the announcement trailer is like 5 minutes, isn't it?
I haven't seen it actually. I just seen
man.
People were tweeting about it. I'm like, yo, this is hype. And I see my dude Seamus was like, yup, we're gonna go in. I'm like, awesome.
Yeah. So like the like announcement trailer that they did was like 5 minutes long. It was kind of one of those like mini documentaries, and in it they did that thing where they were like, so we've made a lot of games, and everybody just asks when the next Rock Band is coming out. So we're making Rock Band 4, but not because you've told us to, but because we want to. And it's like, that's BS. You're totally making it because... Sure, okay.
Okay.
I believe you not. But yeah, so like that was that, and the one main thing I took away from the trailer as well was they said that if you've bought the DLC in the previous Rock Bands, that all of them will work in the new one.
Really?
So obviously people might have dropped like $100, maybe even more, on like buying every song, and apparently you're going to be able to play every single one in this, which I think is awesome. It's like really looking out for like their old fans.
How are they going to do that though? How is it going to translate? Because again, the PlayStation, it's weird. For the PlayStation, it will be weird. I can see it for the Xbox working, but the PlayStation.
Maybe they're just bound to like PSN accounts though.
You think? Because like.
Yeah, I reckon they'll bind them to PSN and like Xbox Live accounts just to get them across.
Hopefully, man. Because again, like, didn't they lose like a lot of rights to certain songs too? Like they're like, this is the last month for this people's and blah blah blah. Like I don't know if that's
I always thought that was weird.
It's iffy. It's very iffy about that. I don't know. Hopefully it's good though. Like I'm really excited.
Can you do Through the Fire and the Flames? I know that's Guitar Hero, but how epic are you at Rock Band?
I'm gonna be completely honest, not only to you but to your fans and anything. I'm a filthy casual.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Yeah,
I'm a filthy casual. So, not so much about like the guitar. I actually enjoy more the drums. That's
okay.
That's like my focal point with like the fun aspect. Because I remember trying to like learn every now and then like one or two songs in hard, and I would end up like old school Nintendo 64 like blisters in your hand kind of deal.
Oh
where, like,
God! Wow.
It seriously, it was bad. I'm like, well, I hope this is like Dragon Ball, where like after I train it hurts, I'll get better next time I come. And to an extent, it kind of worked. Like I was like, oh, cool. It's like, it's very.
I thought you were about to say I came back in and I was just as scrubby as before.
No. It's because it's very, at least for me, I'm not a legit. I cannot drum for nothing, but it felt more like muscle memory. So,
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It became easier the more I did it, if anything. So. There's that.
Did you ever try Rocksmith? As in, like, you know, because that one was with like a legit guitar, wasn't it?
No, yeah, that was really a legit guitar. It's just like
that's the one I got blisters off of because I actually bought an electric guitar specifically for Rocksmith.
You did?
And yeah, I got pretty decent at it as well. And then I didn't play it for like a year, and then they brought out like a new version. And when I was at Eurogamer this year, they brought me up on the Ubisoft stage and tried to teach me how to play, and I'd literally forgotten everything. So I'm stood there in front of a crowd of like 50 people and just missing every note. It's one of the most embarrassing moments of my entire life. And I had Strip in there and Terps as well, and they were just stood there basically just like taking the piss out of me the whole time. With microphones as well, so everybody could hear. It was pretty shocking. And then they had this guy called, what was his name? I think the guy was called like Ace or something like that. Like he had a proper rock star name. And he just came up and just shredded it out.
He sounds really familiar. Ace. Who's Ace? I'm gonna try. No, that can't be it. I'm thinking of like somebody from Avenged Sevenfold, but that doesn't make sense. To me, that doesn't make sense.
Ace guitarist. I think his name was Ace. It was like
that's a legit name. That's somebody's legit name.
Oh yeah. He was in Kiss, but
oh God, what am I thinking? Avenged Sevenfold. All the fans are gonna shit on me. Wow, Avenged Sevenfold Sly. Seriously, I know their names.
Because you're in a band as well, aren't you?
Yes, to an extent. Yeah, I used to be. I'm taking a break from it.
You do the vocals, don't you?
Yes. Vocals is my forte. Actually, funny enough, we're.
See, that's why I thought you said you typically go for vocals on Rockband. It's kind of cool that you go for a different thing.
I like to switch it up every now and then. I like to go do the vocal shenanigans too, but it's like I don't know. It's just like, don't you like usually want to do something out of your comfort zone that you might like actually try?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like I don't know. Singing, I've been doing it all my life to an extent, and like I don't know. It felt like one of those things that like I even took like vocal lessons and everything because
Oh wow.
Funny enough, in one point, and this is actually, I think this actually would be a really good point for Philly and whatnot. But I used to be part of another band called All or Nothing, which I actually founded to myself. But I got kicked out of my own band.
What?
I got kicked out.
How did that go down?
It's a long story, but it came down to that I couldn't. I was sharp all the time. Vocal wise, I was really like sharp. I wasn't able to hit these specific notes that I needed to do, and dude, that crushed me. Because again, like I have a lot of respect for musicians and whatnot, and but like one of the like it's really weird because again, like for a guitarist, like if you're playing something wrong, you just have to like adjust yourself, and then there it is. But then how do you find in yourself internally what you're doing wrong and correct it? So
it's a lot more like vocal control is much harder to rectify than just playing the wrong note. That's just a case of putting your fingers in the right place. Whereas when you're doing it vocally, the thing is, well, when you sing, it often sounds different coming out of you and in your head than it does to like everybody hearing it.
Oh yeah, that's a curse with majority of people in general. Like even YouTubers themselves, when they first started, they're like, "Oh, that's not what it sounds." I'm like, "Yeah, dude."
Oh god, yeah. I hate editing my own stuff back. I hate it so much.
I got into again. I guess for me, since I was a singer already, I got so accustomed to listening to myself. And again, it's like singing and talking is very different. And again, like a clear example for this is Rihanna. Rihanna is like her talking voice to her singer voice is night and day. Like she has
even her accent as well is like completely changed. Like when she speaks, she's got a very thick accent, but then when she sings, she like enunciates words just much better. Like she's more understandable.
Crazy. It's really, really crazy. And
although that kind of happens to a lot of people, because even like we've got, you probably know who she is. She did American Idol, I think, at one point. You know Cheryl Cole?
It sounds familiar. I want to say yes, but it's an iffy
so
yes.
She's basically like a pop star in the UK, but she's from Newcastle, so she has a really thick Geordie accent. And when she sings, I think most people when they sing sound American. Like that's one thing I've always noticed.
Maybe it's because I don't know. It sounds weird, but I don't get that. I don't get that. I personally don't get that because
I think it's just because it's what the masses is. Like, you know, like if you see, like for example, Tutron works in our office, and like various other people from around Europe, but they all have American accents because it's the kind of media that they consume.
Okay.
So like all of Hollywood is obviously mainly American, isn't it? And most of the world's biggest pop stars are American.
Yeah, it feels like it's like a must-have for like everybody, singers, actors. Like you need to be able to like Americanize yourself, and it sounds weird because again, like one of my favorite singers would be like Ellie Goulding, and she kind of sticks to her like her accent in her songs, and I'm like, this is like butter, like so smooth, like it's just like I love this, but I feel like that's one of the curses where musicians like they try too hard to like I guess appeal to the masses and they lose themselves, where like sometimes like being a little bit of themselves and just like putting a twist to it could just benefit them even more. But
that's it. Yeah, it's like some people that try to appeal to everybody by trying to be as general as possible. Yeah. They're actually doing the opposite because everyone's unique, aren't they? Like whether it's music or just looks or voice or sound, like everybody is absolutely unique. So that's really what you should stick to. Same with YouTube as well. Like even just your own YouTube personality or the content you make is always going to be completely different to somebody else's. Whereas if you become a clone of another YouTuber, like people can then call you out on that. So
it seems weird though, but like sometimes I know that people don't do it. Like again, like I took a lot of inspiration from other YouTubers when I first started. Like you know,
it can definitely happen without you realizing.
Yeah. Because again, like I remember there was a trend when C-Nanners would start blowing up. And there was like so many C-Nanner clones out there, and I was like, holy shit. But yeah, for specific, like when the Minecraft community, like a lot of them like kind of rip on each other when it comes to like how they sound or the vibe they go. Yeah. But maybe it's because they know that that's the appeal to the fan base. Like they're trying to hit the masses, kind of like the same thing, touching back with the music thing. So that's interesting. That's actually really, really interesting.
I think with the Minecraft community, it's definitely about having the most youthful sounding voice. I think if you definitely sound like a middle-aged man, I don't think that's going to hold the Minecraft audience retention as well.
Yes and no. I want to say because again, like you have people like Direwolf.
I mean, I've watched Direwolf and Paul Source.
Yeah, like they don't try to like sound like youthful, like they're just themselves.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that like for the majority though.
Oh yeah.
Like that's why they stand out so much, is because I think the majority kind of put on slightly bubblier personalities. I know I've definitely been like guilty of that as well. Because I sound miserable otherwise.
It's a different beast. Each genre of game seems to like have to like partake of on one specific like how you gotta treat yourself and everything, because again like Call of Duty community, you have to like, just be really like in your face and whatnot, and then you got the Minecraft community where it's like hey so blah 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 blah, like I can see where you're coming from. yeah.
I love just like going like psychoanalyzing YouTube sometimes.
I love that though. It's our job. That's the best part of it. Like some people don't realize that.
I think this is kind of like a good demonstration here of just like how much we think about videos and content and channels and stuff. It's not just Lucky Blocks is popular, I'll make a video on that. It goes so far beyond that to you know, how you sound, how the thumbnail looks, colors, layouts, everything. Like we literally break it down so hard, it's ridiculous.
And it's hard too, because again, like one of the things that I feel like and again, people are like, hard, what do you mean it's hard? It's like, well, think about it, like you're constantly like, I feel like and now we're going now even deeper. We're going really deep into this whole moment. Like we're going
this
deep.
Is Inception deep. What? Oh no! I've got a passcode. I can't do this as quick as you. I had the same idea. There you go. All right. I've got a goddamn passcode. Oh. Damn me for being secure.
If I lose my phone, then whatever. And then,
I'm terrified of losing my phone at a convention or something, and someone just starts tweeting as me and just says like so much stuff.
Dude, that's again like my wallet and my phone are essentially like my life. Like I'm like
yeah.
I even went to the mentality that, and again, we're completely missing the one topic that we're going, but I'm gonna be honest.
That's
Ryan,
fine. I love tangents. I love tangents.
It's like it's terrible, but like I've been switching up with the habits of like I was taught by my uncle, and again he's been really raised in the hood and all that stuff kind of deal. Like he's been through like the bad times and whatnot. And one of the first things he taught me was like, you never put anything on your back pocket. I'm like, what are you talking about? And
oh
like,
yeah,
you always put everything in your front pockets. And I'm like, that's hella uncomfortable. And what about my chorus and everything? Because I was younger at that time. It's dumb and whatnot. But like, it's like you never put anything in your back pocket, specifically because there's some people that are just like masters of stealing. And it's you don't want to have an RGN and you land on that. Like that would be the worst thing ever. So.
We were talking about this the other day actually, because I don't know if they have it much in America, but my like bank card is contactless, so it means like if they've got like a machine where normally you put your card in and put your pin in, instead I can literally just tap it with my card once and then it makes the payment.
We've been having that.
So it only goes up to like $20, $30 maximum for each transaction. But the problem is people have them in their bags or in their front pockets, and then people have machines that they go out with in the street, they purposely bump into people and take like $20, which is insane. Like that's just madness to me.
That's some snaky ass shit. Holy fuck.
It is. It's super. Like you can literally. I've seen people actually now selling wallets that are kind of like gently lined with tin foil to actually reflect those machines if anybody tries to do it.
I heard
so I'm
that.
I'm super paranoid about that.
Dude, it's just again like the scam artists are just getting crazy.
They're stepping it up elaborate.
As well. yeah. You got a wallet? I got something that can break through that wallet. You have a stronger wallet? I'm going to your house. I'm like, no, stop.
I'm going to your house? Shit. That escalated quickly. Whoa.
Well, that's the only place that I could go. My mind goes like into like extreme, so Oh Lord.
Oh man. Yeah, so wait, what was our first topic again? Rockband.
Rockband. I'm hyped for it. That's again. Am I stoked for it? Yes. Am I going to put anything on my channel? I was going to
ask if you were stoked.
Yes, I am stoked for that. Am I putting on my channel? No, because YouTube and copyrights. But it's gonna be one of those things that I think everybody and their mother will be able to stream. Because again, like the only thing that you can get away with, and to anybody that's trying to Twitch and all that jazz, is it's gonna affect your videos when they want to pass broadcast it.
So interesting thing, I don't know if you know about this, but they kind of did a very gentle press release last week where instead of it blocking out a 30-minute window when it recognizes a song, it now actually only does it for the period of the song that is detected, which is really freaking cool. No, seriously.
Wow. Okay. Well, way to go, Twitch. Whoever did, way to go to step it up. Because again, like a lot of people are really upset about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like that's very public, that knowledge. Like that was a proper press release, and we actually had one of the guys from Twitch come into our office this week and just sort of chat to us and introduce us to Twitch and stuff. I mean, obviously I've done a lot of Twitch already, but some of the other guys haven't. But some of the stuff they told us that are coming up this year, really impressive. Like Twitch is going hard. Like Twitch is really about the user experience, and I'm excited for when those things that I can't mention come out. It's gonna be big.
I personally though, I feel like Twitch for me is half the entertainer or whatnot, like the person behind the camera or behind the game, and half the chat.
Like, Like whenever I watch a VOD of an epic moment that happened, I prefer to watch the VOD with the live stream chat like captured on the video as well. Because like just the sheer insanity of it is hilarious.
That's the best part. Like again, like to me, like the chat or your audience, whoever it is, like in case your audience or let's say again, I watch this other dude named XFast a lot, and like the chat is essentially what really like stuck me to like constantly watch his stuff, and it's like all right, that's very interesting. Because again, like I feel like the internet they really capitalize on the fact that of the whole like no censor or like just being like, hey, I'm anonymous, so I can say where the fuck I want, and
and everything with Kappa forever.
Oh god, I'm more of an OPOP fan. I'm more of an OPOP fan. It's just
what's OPOP?
It's just this little phase. It's just it's it's kind of like truly happy, like I don't know.
Twitch OPOP. Let's have a look.
It's just like that's my favorite emoticon. And ever since I started using Better Twitch TV, there's certain like emoticons that other people that have Better Twitch TV can see, and there's actually an animated one that I think is called Sour Police, and it's animated and actually is a dude dancing. So anytime that I got music, I just like, yo, everybody in the chat, OPOP, and it's like it's just a spam of like. Just people dancing. I'm like, yeah, that's hype. I like that.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's even like programs now. So like if you are a live streamer, you can actually just like have this thing running and it actually captures your chat and it actually saves it as like a file that you can then put into something to make it into a video file.
Are you serious?
You don't even have to like, you don't even have to like screen cap the chat. It will just sort of like store it almost kind of like, I guess like a spreadsheet maybe.
Yeah.
And then that way you can basically have it back. Because that's kind of how the YouTube comments work, don't they, for live streams? Is the chat is just storing comments, which is why YouTube streaming is just awful. Like, it's total arse. It's horrible. But yeah, I'll have to find out what that thing is called and put it in the description. But yeah, it's a super, like, helpful little tool.
And again, I had to tell everybody, if you guys can legitimately look into Better Twitch TV, it's like you can change, like, the color of it to make it more, like, just like a... kind of like darker scale. So like again, like some people that might be on the computer for long periods of time, like that white after a while really can like affect people's eyes.
Gets really intense, doesn't it? Yeah.
So like I'm like just it's my Twitch has sunglasses on. Look at this cool stuff. And again, it gives you the ability to see like all the icons that are demonstrated there. It's a really useful tool that anybody that uses Twitch a lot. Like in general,
there's a thing as well. Like if you have that on like other websites as well, like just the white of the monitors is too much. There's like this program called Flux as well, FLUX, and it basically turns any white parts of the page into a very gentle kind of light yellow, which is kind of a more natural like sunlight color. So you can have it happen basically across your entire PC, which is quite cool.
I bet somebody in the comments like, why don't you just dumb down the brightness on your monitor, you ass? I'm like, no. How can we?
Because that's smart, okay? That would make fucking sense. I don't do sense. I do madness and insanity. That's me. Deal with it. Deal with it. You know what? Take one of these. I'm gonna have to get my passcode open, but take one of these. I bet you still beat me to it. There we go. No. There you go. One of those. This episode is going to be called the Stoked Podcast with SlyFoxHound Hamhorn. That's
again, it's a free app. Like again, I wish the people were actually paying me for this. Like I have promoted the hell out of this, but it's like it's one of those things that sometimes your life needs a little bit of rap Hamhorn and just like
it does. It's very Tim Westwood. British people will know exactly who that is, but there's a guy over here who he must be in like his 40s, 50s now, and he still hosts like the most like up to date like rap music show, and he still dresses like a 16-year-old thug, even though he's like clearly got like possible grandkids.
He's keeping it real. He's keeping it real.
So real, but he is well into his ham horn. And he really likes using the glass smashing sound effect as well. So like, stuff like that. The weirdest thing I've ever seen that man do is I went to a student radio like conference and he was the DJ for the night, which obviously everyone's like super like excited about. And I kid you not, because we're all like in college and we're all like over 20 years old, he literally threw just condoms out into the crowd. Which I can safely say I've never seen a DJ do before.
You know what? He knew where he was, and safety is a thing.
He did.
Like, you know what? Some people are not ready to be parents, and he probably knows that. Like, here, dude, have fun. Gals, girls, boys,
wrap it
do
up.
it.
Be safe. Oh man, are we? What number are we on now on your list? Are we still on Rockband?
We have not moved from Rockband, dude. Do we want to move?
Let's go. Yeah, let's go to number 2. We're like 25 minutes deep at this point.
I'm so sorry, man. You know how we go.
No, it's fine. I love this. I love going on tangents and just talking about shit. That's the whole point of this.
All right, cool. The next one is gonna be the one that we're gonna tie in completely together. It's
okay.
It's Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball has finally released a game that I feel has brought new life to the series in general. Because again, like people are gonna say like, man, Dragon Ball should be dead already. This is done. But just recently they released a movie, something about Battle of the Gods and everything, which unfortunately, I haven't.
So that movie is like it was released in Japan years ago, wasn't it? Like 3 years ago, or something insane like that. And this is basically just our English dub of it.
It seems like it. It seems like it. Yeah.
So like some diehard fans have probably had like fan subs of it a while ago, but the film graphically looks so sexy. Like the colors are so rich. Yeah, it does look really good.
But what I was gonna say. So recently, like again, like this game that just recently came out, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, kind of gave new life to I guess the series in general. Because again, like now I feel like I don't know if you watched the whole thing in like the whole series from beginning to end. But when I was younger, I started watching this in the States. Toonami used to actually put Dragon Ball Z and whatnot. I think it was Toonami. I forget one of them two. Is it one of them two? I think Toonami.
Yeah,
was.
I think it's Toonami. Like because Toonami
used to be a daytime. Yeah,
Toonami
Toonami used to be actually after school kind of thing. Actually, yeah, and then they changed it to midnight.
Wasn't Toonami like evening time?
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
So everybody at the time, like again, they were releasing like new Dragon Ball, and I think I think when Dragon Ball at least in the States really blew up for me at least was with Dragon Ball Z going into Cell from Frieza to Cell Saga.
Yeah, I think Cell is where I first picked up. I have gone back and watched some of the Frieza stuff, but I watched a lot of the Cell stuff. I watched the Majin Buu, and I also watched the kind of one after it where he first kind of got like the monkey pecs and the tail, and he got
just Dragon Ball in general. Like it's called Dragon Ball.
I think so. Yeah, it's when he got like Super Saiyan 6. I think.
Oh no! That's I forget again. There's so much in there.
Is that GT?
I believe Dragon Ball GT is. Again, it's like so people are gonna correct me here. So again, I apologize.
Yeah, my Dragon Ball knowledge is piss poor.
No,
it's really bad.
It's very like outdated. Let's say that it's not piss poor. For me, it's outdated. So I guess I gotta own up on that. But yeah, no, I think it was Dragon Ball where like Krillin was actually cool and Yamcha actually seemed like a badass. And then they messed them up. Like I noticed a trend too. Like they make really cool people like fucking awesome, and then when they move to the next like I guess catalog or next season where it's like Dragon Ball. Now we got Dragon Ball Z. They just made Krillin like shit. They made Yamcha shit. But they wanted to later capitalize on Gohan. And then after Cell, they made Gohan look like shit with the whole Saiyaman. I just like, oh guys, what are you doing? You made Gohan a badass when you're fighting.
Yeah.
It just like
wasn't Gohan like a superhero for a while as well?
Yeah, Saiyaman. It was like annoying. It was so annoying. I'm like, wait, are you telling me this is the dude that legitimately killed Cell? Wait a second, what? Like this dude was stronger than his father. Yeah. And now it was sad.
I think one of the very first episodes I ever watched was when oh god, this is gonna get complex. It was Gohan's girlfriend's dad was like just a normal human, and he had
Hercule?
that like open invitation. Yeah, Hercule. Yeah, that was
Hercule rules, dude.
And those were some of the first episodes I ever watched. Was when Hercule had like his world championship like tournament type thing.
That was like
my first delve into the series.
Into it? Was it like
potentially? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That could have been it, but yeah, Dragon Ball Xenoverse came out. And I pre-ordered it because whatever. I seen a lot of. I have to. I feel like this could have been the game that had the hype for it. And even though like game reviewers are shitting on it, it baffles me. I'm like, what's going on? Because
every YouTuber I've seen that's playing it says it's awesome. Like I know NerdCubed was like, I really like Budokai 3, but this is up there with it, if not better.
A lot of people are actually even taking the stand of saying there's the best DVC game or Dragon Ball in general game out there. I'm like, damn, that's a stretch, but like it could be a close second, or like again, like I haven't beat it yet. I'm still like I have like invested like almost 20 hours in it because there's a lot of grinding.
Oh god,
it's a hybrid between like just a fighting game but MMO-ish. Where like there's a lot of
this is what I saw some people saying, because I watched your first episode and it looked like just another fighting game, and what I found weird as well is that you have to play through 3 fights before it gives you the tutorial, which I thought was really strange.
A lot of people like that, and a lot of people are confused with that. I personally saw it. It's like
I think if you're a returning player, that's totally cool. Like, you're fine with it.
Yeah,
but I think that should have been an option. It should have been like, right, if you played before, you could do these 3 fights and then skip the tutorial. Like, if at the end of those 3 fights you're confident with the controls, you should have been able to like, because I think it's Trunks you fight against, don't you, in the tutorial?
I think you fight. Well, the first few fights are actually the first 3 games. I think first you do.
Oh yeah. But
something
like
versus
when
Vegeta, something against Cell, and then something against Boo. Kid Boo.
And it's skinny Boo, isn't it? Like tiny Boo.
Yeah. Like I think it wasn't that the most badass one out of all of them. Like the.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
because then we just ended up with Fat Boo, who is pretty adorable to be honest.
I like Fat Boo, but he was.
I like
scary.
Fat Boo.
He was scary in the beginning when he was making people turn. Like, by the way, giant spoiler, but at this point, seriously, spoiler really?
Yeah, it's like 5 years gone, if not more.
But when he would turn people into candy, that shit terrified me. I'm like,
that was scary as hell. Yeah.
Oh my
he had such
God.
like a child temper as well, or child mentality.
He did. And the
scary.
fact that him and Hercule was like they're like buddies and whatnot. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, that's hype. That's pretty cool. I like that because like he would get shitted on left and right. Hercule would get shit on so hard because he was like, he was essentially Hulk Hogan, and then guess what? We have Hulk Hogan here that can shoot beams. I'm like, oh well, I guess I thought I was the best, but I guess I'm not. So, it was a rude awakening for poor Hercule, which essentially I keep telling everybody.
Yeah.
I keep telling everybody like my bracket. And again, this is opinions, and opinions are they're not facts, but I feel like my character list of like who I like the most is like Vegeta goes first place. I say that. I say that truthfully because I feel like, oh come on, he's the Prince of all Saiyans. He got shitted on so hard. He's us, like all of us here. Like you see that you try so hard, and then somebody else comes and like takes something
just
that
swoops in and takes
the
glory
which
of
is
it.
Goku.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which is Goku. Goku was like essentially, I feel like he was just like he's a main character, so yeah, to an extent you have to like made him shine and everything, but like Vegeta was us, like we get fucked over and we get angry and then we get that anger and push forward. Like didn't he just legitimately got so mad that he turned Super Saiyan? I was like, yo, this dude, like he got so angry.
And he just did it just because he got pissed, that was all.
But with that saying too, is like you can go and say like, well, the same thing happened with Goku, but I'm like, no, the reason why Goku turned Super Saiyan was because Frieza killed Krillin and that triggered him. That was his trigger.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
But again, going back to Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and again, there's 3 topics that I'm condensing to this. In outside from Dragon Ball Z, I guess in topic. I'm actually excited for DLC. Like this game, this game has me excited for the DLC. They're mentioning Super Saiyan 3. So they're mentioning things that they're not truly just there yet. If you pre-order it, you get Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta right off the gate. So like that was very like, this is hype.
Shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, and one thing I learned also that I don't know if it's already uploaded on the channel is that you don't have to train. There's the story mode and there's this thing called PQ, which is parallel quest, where essentially you have to like grind a lot in order to unlock certain things.
Okay.
So, and the one thing that I guess I'm really that obsessed me about this game is that it's just 2 things. One, the servers at the moment, they're shit. Like if you're trying to play online, you're gonna get disconnected a lot. But Bandai Namco actually announced that they're actually gonna be looking into that, which is really fucking good because this game is actually worth it. Like this game.
I mean, like I saw Thingy though, like NerdCube did a video and he basically showed that if you want to play in offline mode, you can't choose offline mode. You literally have to pull your Ethernet cable out. To basically get offline mode, which is crazy. It's weird.
Well, again, though, with the fact that the service have been so shoddy, your chances are, like, I always go on Steam offline, and then it will tell me, oh, you can play single, but other people that are online, you can actually see them. And then if you want to play with other people that are moving, you can do that. I'm like, why don't you just give me the option of playing offline?
Exactly. Yeah. If you're just gonna go in and do single player, like, there's no need for an internet connection ever.
Yeah. And then the second thing that's really annoying that I don't know if anybody that has played this, and again, please elaborate with me, is the RNG. Like, the random number generator of this is so shitty because there's certain events that are just legitimately just random, and you might be like, and again, this is a spoiler to anybody that hasn't seen mine, but fuck it. I finally got Super Saiyan for my character. I'm a filthy casual. Again, everybody's saying that if you pick Saiyans, you're a casual. I'm like, can't tell me I'm a casual. I wanted to be a Saiyan since I was a little kid. That's like my dream. Like I'm
following my passion.
But they're like, oh, you filthy casual. I'm like, all right, cool.
To be fair, I think I would probably pick Saiyan. I think like
everybody does.
I'd be picking it for the sake of picking something else. But there are also Earthlings. What's the difference between Earthlings and Saiyans?
There's stats changes. Saiyans are more attack oriented, but they can take more damage too. I think the Vu race are more defensive. Earthlings are balanced, and Piccolo's race is I think more regenerative. Like essentially, the dude is a plant.
Oh,
and
maybe I'm thinking maybe I would probably go like. I really just like balanced games. I hate straying like either way. So yeah, I probably go Earthling when I play. I've got it downloaded. I've just not had any time.
You might get gimped though. You might get gimped hard because I don't know if Earthlings can turn into like a Super Saiyan or actually get transformations. Like certain things are specific to certain races. So like one thing
they've got to do something for Earthlings so they can stay on par with Saiyans, haven't
they? There's a lot of cheese in that game. There's a few things that you can be really cheesy.
Some cheesy.
Yeah, game. Super Saiyans essentially are cheesy as fuck if you actually know how to do it right. But I'm not gonna spoil that because I don't want people then to actually go and do it like, what is it? And I'm like, nah, you guys have to do your homework like I did my homework. But
that's it. Yeah, get those wiki pages up.
But I'm actually excited. Like again, like I was really excited for Hyrule Warriors and DLC, but after a while, it just took too long. I felt for me where like. I saw the first DLC. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is actually really nice and everything. But my attention's not there for it. But I feel like for this game itself, the DLC is going to be worth it. Because not only you can actually pick your race, once you beat the storyline, you can actually, they allow you to create multiple characters.
Yeah, because I saw this. I've seen on a few people's videos that they have like their character, and then there's like 8 lock slots or something like that.
More
like
than that. It's crazy. Like.
Yeah, probably,
it's ridiculous, but it's really, really good. The game is really, really fun. And on top of that, whoever's doing the whole managing of Dragon Ball, their timing is impeccable. Like, it's amazing. Not only when Dragon Ball Xenoverse came out, and they announced, like, possible DLC and all this jazz, but then they announced a new movie coming up.
Oh,
which is, I think, Dragon Ball F or something like that. It's essentially Frieza comes back. But he looks like Super Saiyan Frieza.
Okay, that I've not actually seen the trailer for that. That sounds amazing.
It's so good. It's so good. Like I don't know, man. Like it seems like Goku actually needs help from like the Master of the Universe. Again, like apologies if I'm butchering this, but in the previous one, he was fighting against like this dog or cat looking dude, which was like the god of the universe or something along those lines. And in this one, he's actually talking to him because apparently, I don't know. Again, I haven't seen. It could be a spoiler. It could be not. But this is just speculations. It could be the fact that he's actually needing help because Frieza's actually really freaking strong. Like, legit strong. But I'm just confused because, like, Frieza died, like, 2 or 3 times already. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, so, like, I'm watching the trailer now, and, like, Frieza gets sliced in half by Super Saiyan Trunks.
Yep.
And then he just decides to just fucking incinerate the pieces just to be a dick as well. But, it looks like Frieza comes back, and instead of being white and purple, he is gold and purple.
I think that's like the equivalent of Super Saiyan Frieza. And to be honest, like one of the things that I always applaud the Dragon Ball genre, at least until I never actually went past like a little bit from Vu. After Vu, I didn't really commit that much. I don't know why. My attention span probably went away, or girls came into the picture. One of them, but. Like, they're just doing a really good job when it comes to, like, their evil villains. Like, their villains are classic. Like, I feel like when it comes to, like, and again, just another comparison, for Marvel and DC, I feel Marvel characters, and again, this is an opinion, I feel like their heroes are what stands out hardcore, where in DC, their villains stand out hardcore. Like, you got the Joker, you got the works. Like, the whole villains, DC does really well at the villains. But for me in Dragon Ball, I felt like the heroes and the villains are really, really good. Like
that's it. You love to hate them is the thing.
Yes.
You never look at them as a hindrance on the series. You actually go, this is just a brilliant like battle of like right and wrong and stuff.
And recently actually I finally finished watching Game of Thrones, at least to catching up. And I felt I felt the same way with Joffrey or whatever you call it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, this little piece of shit. If I see you, stick nasty hooks to your body. Like, you're gonna get them. You're about to catch these
I love
hams.
when you say that as well. There's a few things that Sly says that I absolutely love. One of them is to the body. Like, most of your Dragon Ball video that I watched the other day was like, ooh, like, Kamehameha to the body. And another one is when he says, Jesus, take the wheel. That again, just like, it cracks me up whenever he says it.
But again, like coming back to this, like Dragon Ball, like this game itself, if you're just a slight bit of a fan, this is gonna be a good game for you to pick up. Because again, like I just recently did, I finished the whole Dying Light game on stream. I didn't want to record it. I just wanted to stream it. And a lot of people are like, well, Sly, what should I pick? Like you're telling me Dying Light is really, really good, but now you're telling me Dragon Ball is really, really good. I'm like, well, to be honest, it comes down to preference. What do you really like? Do you like Dragon Ball more?
Yeah, they're quite different genres, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. But they're both really, really good. They're really, really good. And again, I think for Dying Light, they're now are allowing modding, which is kind of crazy because a lot
that's gonna be cool.
I think I'm sorry for butchering people's name. Again, I keep really to myself a lot, but I think it's Jacksepticeye, I believe. Is that?
Oh yeah, Jack. Yeah.
Well, he just recently did a video on that where like he has like super speed. Essentially, your character in Dying Light turns like a superhero, and like he was flipping the shit over, like kicking zombies. Because again, like when you kick them, they go. I'm like, oh my god, that's so ridiculous.
You know what would be really cool in Dying Light? I mean, I've still never played. That's another game, like you were saying, both Dying Light and Dragon Ball, I've not played, but I've got them installed. From what I've seen of Dying Light, the multiplayer looks really solid, but I would love to see like a PvP, like so you could do like almost like survival games or Hunger Games inside of Dying Light, as well as the zombies attacking you. You've also got other players in just like this massive like city. I think that'd be so fun.
I actually think that would be pretty cool. I don't know how would that interact very well. But again, like the whole Be the Zombie thing, it's the little that I got to play, it was really, really fun. So like, it could be a thing. And now that the modding capabilities of Dying Light were allowed to be like, again, not a lot of AAA games allow you to do that. They're very like finicky with their code and whatnot. So I think that's actually really a good move in I guess in a big industry kind of standpoint. Because again, like one thing that bothers me a lot about AAA titles is they take themselves way too serious sometimes. And that kind of like shits on themselves. Like up to this day, I'm really, really upset at Nintendo and the route they're going with the whole like let's split revenue with
the whole monetization thing and all that sort of stuff.
They're just shooting themselves in the leg. Like they don't understand. Like they're like Nintendo's gonna be regardless fine because they just created their name on a kind of like old school mentality.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, when they're like continually giving out reports that they're still in the black. Yet they're kind of cutting off any kind of promotion that might actually bring them back into a profitable company. It's like, really? Like, what are you thinking?
And again, like, it always goes back to Minecraft. Like that game was made like top tier because the community. That was like as much as I play and everything. If it wasn't for the mods and everything, I wouldn't touch that game in general. Like. It's all thanks to the community because again like things that normally should have been fixed or I felt additions that were added to the game and updates we already seen it months if not years already on a mod and I was like really that's what you guys gave us like we've been playing with this.
I'm still waiting on the modding API for Minecraft because I've not given up on Minecraft, but I've had my fill. Like it's literally I've eaten so much that it's come out my arse, my eyes, my nose, my mouth. I'm just like overflown with it. I just can't do any more.
Do you want to do a quick segue to that? Because I think that's one of my topics actually. Funny enough.
Oh really?
Yeah,
oh sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, I'm sorry. This is not self-promoting. You know that I love your guts. Actually, if anything, every time that I play a new game, it's either because I've seen somebody else or you mainly. Like 50, I need to tell you this flat out, and this is like flattery at its finest. But like, whenever I see you, I need to like buy you really expensive dinner because like, you are the reason I have so many like Let's Plays. You have opened up so many games to me, like Tomodachi Life. And again, I don't have I've been playing the Escape.
Tomodachi Life. I love that game.
I've done a lot of games because of you, and like it's crazy. But going to the topic of the whole Minecraft thing, I feel like I'm doing this series called Minecraft Daily where I have to upload an episode a day. And I didn't actually really commit to that on the first season. This is season 2 and I'm actually been able to stick with it. But I think I'm coming to a realization and a decision that after I'm done with this series, like once I hit 365 days, I'm done. I'm done with Minecraft, at least on the daily content. And I'm going to actually just, if I ever go back to it, it's going to be where something really cool happen, or if I continue, let's say the series that I have going on, I'm actually going to be able to take more time as opposed to like having to like do content on the daily. It's just I'm burnt out, man. Like that. I love the community. I love the game.
I mean, I've never really gotten along with like big mod packs or long let's plays. I think for like the entirety of last year, I just did one-offs on like new mini games. But even now, like, you know, there's that new mini game on the Hypixel server called Warlords. Apparently it's the shit. Like
a lot of people are hyping it. I haven't gotten the chance to it, but no, it's just.
And I've not even played it, and two, I just can't bring myself to film it.
Why?
I just don't know why. I just think Minecraft is just done for me, and even like Minecon, because obviously Minecon is in London this year.
I'm not going for that again. Like,
I'm not compelled enough to go to it. I don't think.
No, it's again like I love the community specifically. Like I don't know if Lydia's still the one working on it, and I she's.
Yeah, I think she is.
Again, she's a champ and everything. Like I love Lydia's. Lydia's guts. Like she's such a sweetheart to me when it comes to everything. Like she's always having my back. But like I feel like the whoever has gone to Minecon itself, you don't go like with the vibe. Like you don't leave that place. I'm like, wow, that was really fucking awesome. Like I feel like a lot of people that go to Minecons, they're like, that was it. And it's a shame because again, like there's so much room for creativity in such a creative game, but like. Maybe the only one that I felt like was like hype as hell was the first Minecon, and it was not mainly because of the event, but because I met so many of my friends or people that I've recorded with, or people that I've seen on YouTube. Yeah. Like I feel like
I think you were literally the first YouTuber that I saw.
Yeah.
Like, you were stood. You were literally stood outside the main entrance to the halls, and like everyone was queuing up for pictures. And I thought I think it'd be funny if I queue up with everybody else. So like I queued up for like 20, like not even 20 minutes, like 10 minutes. And then like I kind of walked up to you, and it took you a second for the penny to drop, but when you did, like you just like lost your mind. It was like so funny, and we just like geeked out.
Anytime that I see somebody that I don't know, that's just a cool friend, or somebody that's never done me wrong, just a nice face to see. Like I'm genuinely excited to like see friends, and again like that's what I feel Minecon is. Like you're going there for the YouTubers, you're going there for the streamers, you're going there for the entertainers.
Yeah.
I love the idea of the game, but it feels to me, and again, like this is not to try to shit on it, but I feel like if they could elaborate and make more out of it, it would be amazing. I think what saved the previous Minecon was because after the event was over, they closed down Florida Disney, whatever, and everybody that was in there could actually just go and see all the attractions and go in. So like,
see, I didn't get to go to the Florida one. The last one I went to was the Paris one.
It was really good.
And they did the same there as well. They closed down Disneyland Paris. We got to basically have Minecon only people there. And you basically got to go on like every ride because there were like no queues. It was pretty crazy.
But again, like I feel like when it comes to like it's I never thought I would say this or that I would see this, but you know, nobody saw the Call of Duty era to kind of start dwindling down. Like back then when we first started YouTube, or at least myself, I don't know where you were in that point, but like everybody was all about Call of Duty. I think it was Call of Duty 4 into Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 2 at the time was like the bee's knees. Like everybody was going apeshit over that until somebody found One Man Army, Noob Tube, and Danger Close, and that game just went to shit. But I never thought that I would say like there's obviously certain channels that are gonna roar and always gonna be standing out there and just being. This is Minecraft. My fans are here. Exactly. Awesome, possum. Yeah. But it feels like slowly but surely the Minecraft community, or at least a lot of the people that used to do exclusive Minecraft, are kind of taking a step back. And the one example that I can bring in, I feel like I think this actually did really a lot of help for her. Tiffany, I has Cutquake. Like she
Tiff.
She stopped Minecraft in general from her channel, and like you know even in her video for Minecraft for AC, she felt really like. Her, but like I don't know, there was a lot of emotions in that. Like it was pretty hype. You can see like she was like breaking up with the game. It felt. I was like, oh Tiff, come on, I wish I could hug you. Oh. But again, like maybe we're seeing the face of Minecraft slowly but surely passing away.
I think as much as it's like sad to see Minecraft in a way go, I think it's also really nice as well now that audiences are actually going to be wanting to watch those people for those people, because I think for a good majority of the Minecraft audience, and this is kind of why I slowly separated myself from it, is they were only bothered about the title that you were playing, not the person behind
it became that.
the camera and behind the voice.
And that's crazy.
And again, which is why like I've really strived this past year to be a multi-channel, multi-game personality, as they like to call them. And I think I'm safely in that zone now. Like, I've not done Minecraft for ages. I do a mixture of things, and it feels so nice just to play stuff for me.
Yeah. On that note, there's a little joke that could be applied to stripping. You were watching stripping play poker, right? Right. Oh my! Yeah. I was dying when they're like, "Yeah, stripping the Minecrafter." I was like, "Wait." Stripping is a Minecraft person since fucking when?
Yeah.
This like to me,
like I've only ever known him as like Dark Souls.
Yeah,
and,
to me,
like, FPSs.
To me, he's
like
a competitive person, which I love. Like again, like he brings the hype when it comes to the competitive, or at least like these games that are like hard, and he just like, yeah, no problems, I'm stripping, I got this shit, and like I'm like, oh, stripping, go, this is awesome. Again, like I seen him and Jesse at the Smart World tournament, and like. We were constantly sharing each other. I'm like, yo, this team is gonna wreck this team. They're like, no, fuck you. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. And it was so awesome. We were back on each other. And again, like the dude is a gentleman and just the best.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's super legit.
But
I think he's one of the most legit people, like, for all the YouTube stuff. Like, some people are very different out the other end of it, but he's just, like, the same dude. It's great.
He's legit, like, he could be a man crush even, I'll say. Like, the dude, it's like, he's a good-looking cat. You cannot lie to me that the dude is a good-looking cat.
Yeah, he's a handsome fellow. I'll agree with you on that.
Come on. But when the poker people are like, yeah, the Minecrafter, I'm like, hold up.
Well, have you seen the video where they interviewed him after he got knocked out?
I didn't want to. I watched the whole event. Actually, I watched like at least like when he like pulled some crazy like bluff and whatnot. And he like at the very end came back.
Did you see the all in at the end of the first day?
Yeah, I think that was it. That was it. Yeah, that was the one. I was
so like basically stripping basically had, what was it? He had an ace and a king, and they had two aces.
Yeah. And then he got what was it? He got the whole was it a full house? I'm not poker oriented that much.
I think it was like a flush or something. So he needed to get a jack, a queen, and a 10. So like the dealer put them out, and it was like, right, cool, we've got like a 2, a jack, and a queen. And then the commentators were like, oh, this is really bad. Like, we've got 2 cards left. One of them needs to be a 10. Out comes the 10, and just everyone went nuts. So like he went all in. He would have been eliminated on like the last hand of day 1, and he eliminated somebody else and went through to day 2. And the chat was just like,
it roared. But you know, again, when I come back to the whole like Twitch and stream, I love as much as like if you have the chat on your side, nobody can touch you. But if you wrecked, or like let's say like in this case, stripping was on another person's stream per se, and the moment that he got eliminated, I want to say I was one of them BMers. Like I was legitimately just saying nonsense. I was like, well, enjoy going back to having serial viewers, motherfuckers. You took out the best one. Fuck y'all. I was so salty about that. I was like,
I'm out.
I don't care. See you, motherfuckers.
No, I've got a passcode. You need to warn me when you're gonna do this.
I was so upset. I wanted Strippin. I was rooting so hard. I felt like a soccer mom of like, Strippin Sam, please win.
I wanted him to get to at least the 3rd day so he'd like win some money out of it.
It was heartbreaking
because obviously all the money that they were playing with was like imaginary, wasn't it?
No. Actually, well, the ones on the table was, but the prize pool were actually legit money.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so like all the money in the first 2 days, like all the chips and stuff didn't count for anything, but in the 3rd day, that could have been cashed in, and like the prize pool would have been big.
Again, that was like one of the like, and I think at that time not much was happening, so like that was so cool. And again, like it was notorious, like that one hand that we just talked about, the whole like he needed like 3 cards in order to actually beat the 2 aces. Once he got to 10, he goes in and looks at the camera and does this little smirk.
It does this little smirk,
and
doesn't
I'm like,
he? Does
you son of a
Strippin's
bitch.
Got this smirk. He just
it's like
he does that a lot. If he beats you in a game, he won't say anything. He's not really one to brag, but he'll just sort of go, "Yeah, I meant to do that. That was all part of the plan."
Like again, like he
Total
was
fluke.
in that event, like that first day, he was like my superhero. It's like you snake, and again, like he was pretty fucking beat. On top of that, like he just travel and all that jazz, so he was like really tired.
Like he just traveled from American to Poland, and I think he had a few hours to sleep, and then they had him play poker for something ridiculous. Like I think he played poker for like 12 or more hours, something nuts.
That's draining, man.
Crazy.
We do this for again, like my longest session has been like 4 to 6 hours, and it was because I wanted to get a playthrough done, but like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And the thing is as well is because poker is so intense, and I mean maybe that helped. Maybe because he was so exhausted he couldn't move his face, so he had no tells. So like nobody could read him because he was just like a zombie.
With that same mentality, that could go as well as like maybe he was so tired he couldn't poker face that much, and people could read him.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
So
it'd be easier to read, yeah.
So, but no, that was so sick. What was the topic? Oh yeah, no, yeah, that I'm pretty much gonna be
Minecraft Daily, yeah.
Yeah, I think at the finale of this, I'm actually finally gonna wrap it up, and not to say that Minecraft will completely be gone. It's just it's gonna be more like how I do majority of my games now, where like if I'm playing it, it's because I want to play it. Like I'm very transparent with my fans. So like if there was to be a deal, I declined multiple deals so many times already, where like I'm like, I can't have fun with this game, and it's gonna come out very like, I don't know, I guess
that's it. Yeah, that's always the thing. It's always like some people will just see the dollar amount and they'll go, cool, yeah, I'll play it. But for me, I'm always like, right, they've come to me with this offer. I'm gonna play the game for like a couple hours, see if I'm digging it, and if I am, then great, let's do a video.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay me money to play a game that I love.
Again, like somebody said, like with that
I'm not
idea,
feeling it. I'm just like,
I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was done.
I guess with that idea, it's like if somebody were to come to you and like for me in this case, like Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be coming out soon, like or in the future.
I'm excited.
So if they were like to say like, hey Sly, do you want to play Kingdom Hearts? I'm like, yeah, and you're gonna pay me? What? It will be nuts for me not to take something like that. We're gonna pay you $5, but you'll get the game. Oh, give me that game right now. Give it. Like certain games, I'll say like, this is an obscure game. Like if they're gonna be like, we're gonna give you X amount and everything, I'm like, all right, cool. I appreciate it. This is cool. But I can't like throughout this whole thing. Like I think now Minecraft is gonna turn into one of those things where if I want to really do it and really like look forward to, then I'm gonna do it. Which is majority of my other games on my channel. Where like again, you brought up the Escapist to me, and I'm like. At first I was like, what the fuck is this game? This looks like nonsense. This is bad. And then I seen the mechanics. It was again, it took like a Minecraft idea where like the game didn't look like visually that appealing, but the game mechanics then
it is. It's like charmingly ugly is what it is.
Yeah.
You look at it and you're like, but then it actually that's what I like though is that when they spend less time on the visuals but actually get the gameplay and the mechanics down and solid, so it's actually pleasant. You just don't care what it looks like. It's fine.
But yeah, no, like again, like it's just it's crazy. It's hopefully in the I guess the biggest fear I guess for anybody that does mainly YouTube and majority just let's say Minecraft, like to transition off from essentially a game that has put you where you are. Because again, like I'm not gonna shit on, like I'm not gonna spit up and be aware that it's not gonna land on my face. Like I can't spit at Minecraft and expect not to come back. But hopefully you understand.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I want to be able to like. Again, like what you said, like, it shouldn't be about the game. It should be about the person that you are watching. And I feel like that's such a stigma where like, where's this game? Where's this? I'm like,
But the problem is now is I'm finding even though that I'm now playing games for myself, I still get that. So I've noticed with my Escapist series,
I see that.
If I upload anything other than the Escapist, I'm getting the same kind of Minecraft like. Feed me more sort of thing, which is why I'm kind of tempted. Like I'm on the final prison now for the Escapist, and then there are 3 DLC maps, and part of me almost doesn't want to do those DLC maps so I can finally kind of nip Escapist in the bud and just sort of let that happen and go. At the same time, I'm like,
again, just an opinion over here. I personally would just say do the 3 DLCs, and again, the reason why is that. You bring you had kind of capitalized on that game so well, and you have brought such a charm.
I got in just at the right time.
You did such a charm to it. You have a charm to it. Like again, like I can actually stay and watch your content, whereas a lot of people I don't. Like I'm very like to myself. Like I don't try to like see what's that person doing. Like again, there's certain people that I do stick with, and again, you have been one of them always. And again, every time that I do a video that I got inspired by you, I'm like. Again, shout out to InTheLittleWood. God damn it. I owe this dude so much.
Well, that's it. That's like, I think people have also noticed this as well, because I think I had you in one of my prisons, and then I also had you in my Tomodachi Life series where we swapped characters and stuff. And yeah, like we just like a back and forth sort of thing.
I like that realistically, because again, like I feel like when it comes to like the YouTube community, a lot of people are trying so hard to like, no, I found this game and everything. It's like, dude, like it literally takes like, if you got inspired, like actually it should be going up. Yeah, no, I recently watched one of the Yogscast Yogs Laugh videos where they did something with the Transformers.
The Transformers one.
That shit was so fucking funny. And Super Minecraft Daily essentially is about superheroes. Like, it's just essentially you have Marvel, DC characters, villains, and whatnot. But I never wanted to just leave it into the Marvel and DC universe. So, like, when I saw the Transformers model, I was like, oh, this is the next thing I want. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. So, like, I'm not... When I did the video and everything, I was like... And again, shout outs to the Yogscast. Because, again, like, I feel like certain YouTubers feel like they don't want to give credit where credit's due. Like, again, like, how the fuck did you find that? How did you didn't just like, that didn't just come to you unless you're a fan, genuinely just came and threw you that stuff.
Like, suggested it.
Yeah. But like, like you have to, in a world where so many people copy each other, the idea of copy could be also switched into like, this person inspired me to actually do this. And again, the word inspired could be very flimsy or
well, that's it. Like, there's that saying, isn't there, that like nowadays nothing is an original idea.
True that.
There's always going to be someone who's done something basically just like it. Like, it's really about making transformative work and making something with its own little twist, but it can be compared very easily to other things.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, even just the layout of this video that we're doing now, like, this is totally Rambo with Sips sort of layout, but then the actual, like, show idea of this is actually a show that Kai was going to do a while back, which was a 5 Things show. So, like, this podcast itself is, like, 2 different inspirations.
It's a combination. It's a hybrid.
Mixed together. Yeah, it's a hybrid, yeah. So, it's just, like, one of those things, and... It doesn't matter. Like,
it just baffles me.
Again, it all comes down to the content creator that's making it, not what it actually is, really.
Yeah. But again, like what I see is like a lot of people jump on wagon on like I think the whole like Lucky Block things became a big thing at one point. I was like,
I don't get it. I don't understand.
It's actually real talk between you and me. Like, and again, obviously, can't be between you and me because obviously everybody's gonna see this. But more so, it's like Lucky Block is actually really fucking fun. But after a while, it gets stale. Like, it's just like.
So what is it? Is it literally just a block that you open and it gives you random items?
It's a combination of what mods you have stored in that certain mod pack, and it can be tie in. So like, let's say you wanted to do something with a lot of different guns and whatnot. So you have the ability of like when you break one, it could be like a trap, very trolly. Again, like people like to see people get mad. And have unfortunate events.
So if they get screwed over by what pops out of that box, then
and they tied a lot of things
gold,
like that. They tied that with Pixelmon. They tied that with like, again, I did a lot of different things where like something with Smash Brothers and Lucky Blocks. It just in general, like other people do like break as many as you can and save the items for the very end, and then let's go into a battle with all those items that you got. So like it became more like a creative tool to do as you wish. Like, they had already a core thing.
I guess they hand you a different number of items, then you have to basically be practical and put them to use.
And again, like,
I guess that makes sense.
Comes, again, like, the Lucky Block itself comes with a lot of different things. Like, it comes with traps, it comes with, like, lucky armor. It has its things already integrated in it, but then people got more elaborate and combined mods, and that's where it really started picking off. Like, I was like, oh, cool.
Okay, that makes more sense to me now. Like, before I thought it was just kind of a very simple... Just you get random items out of it, and
it is the random.
Like
the random aspect is still. there.
No, yeah, sorry, I get that, but I mean, I can kind of. It makes more sense now that they actually like apply those items into like boundary scenarios. So they go, right, you can only use whatever comes out of those boxes. So you might be going up against someone with like a diamond sword and like I don't know,
it's the worst.
Rocket boots.
It's the worst. Like,
and then somebody has like a wooden sword.
And like, there's times where like what can I say? Like, there's times like if people that never played it. They make the first mistake that everybody that plays Lucky Blocks doesn't make is once you get good items, store it. Because, like, the next item, you're going to die. And you don't know if you're going to die, but most likely there's a 30% chance that the next item could be, like, it unlocks you in, like obsidian place where you drown. Or, like, it unlocks you in a cell area, and then you look up, and there's ambles
Oh
coming
wait,
and
so
landing.
it's not even just items that come out of it. Actually, like things happen in the world.
Yep. There's one of those, the ones that I hate the most, and it's like so annoying. You break the lucky block, and like underneath of you, the whole land goes away. And what happens underneath you is that there's spider web, and underneath the spider web, there's lava. So it's a slow but sure death. I'm like, son of a. Oh.
Right. Okay. That makes more sense now. I'm literally looking through like the top gaming videos in the UK today, and basically anything that's Minecraft, I'd probably say a solid 70% of them have lucky blocks in the thumbnails.
It's fun. Again,
it's crazy.
It's one of those things like again, like you had to show me the fun, and that's what you did with the Escapist. I was like, what the fuck is this game to say? And then I'd seen, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's why it's fun to play. I get it. But yeah,
damn.
I guess that's my topic, at least when it comes to Minecraft, and finally being able to like, I don't know, I'm actually kind of glad. I hope that the fandom actually stays there, not just because of the series. And again, it's not gonna completely go out, but
yeah,
I want to make it more about me and what can I bring to the table, as opposed to the game that I'm playing at the moment. It's a bonus that I'm playing.
The thing is, as well, is as much as people might leave, like you gain so many new subscribers each month that you recycle audiences so quickly.
Yeah.
Like I think like on an average month I gain like 10,000 subscribers or 20,000, and I just think if a dramatic chunk of like 15,000 people left, they might well be replaced by people that are liking me for the new content. And that's the thing, as much as you might not get as many views, if you can build up an audience on titles that you're passionate about, that audience will then be a basis of that. Like that's the kind of
there
thing.
You go, guys. Tips with InTheLittleWood for future YouTubers. It does help to jump on the bandwagons, but it helps more that you're playing games that you're passionate about, because again, like you bring
one, the enthusiasm comes through, and two, like people want to see you play those kinds of games. It totally makes sense.
With the bandwagon thing also now, and again, I hate to say this, but like, I bought the game, but I'm like, I kind of like regret it. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna touch Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna touch that. I have it, and I think people are now kind of more like in the negative aspect of it. It seems like there's a lot of people that are gonna watch like amazing people to capitalize on these like kind of genres like Markiplier, PewDiePie, and whatnot. But like, but like I was questioning myself, like I didn't even finish the second one. I finished the first one because I found it challenging. The second one was kind of like ate to me. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, the main thing that I've heard about the third one is that the second one introduced a lot of interesting mechanics, but maybe too many.
Okay.
But the third one has actually stripped a ton out. Apparently, the third one has less going on and is more simple than the previous two or something. But the one thing I will say to people, I'll make sure to put it in the description, this can be like one of my top 5 things for the month, is you should totally watch the Five Nights at Freddy's videos that Game Theory did, because Game Theory is kind of like a lore and stuff channel.
Yes!
And the backstory of it is just
it blows your mind. That dude just goes down.
He does. I love Matt Pat. He's like
he's so
a god.
good. He's so
good. He's a YouTube god.
And again, that's one of the things that I try to put behind me. Like a lot of people like have way too much pride on their own channel and whatnot. They try not to talk about other YouTubers when they do something really good.
Oh man, I've probably lost like 50% of my audience over the years just to pushing them elsewhere. Like,
oh dude,
like this is the thing. It's like people were freaking out. Like the other day, I tweeted out some of the Rooster Teeth stuff, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, the fandom's merging and blah blah blah." And it's like, I was a viewer before I was a YouTuber. Like, I'm still exactly the same. I watch Game Grumps. I watch Rooster Teeth. I watch Sly. I watch Yogs. I watch like some of the FIFA guys. I watch the Call of Duty guys. Like, I literally watch everything. Yep. Like, I just do. And if I like something, I'm going to tell people about it. I'm not thinking, oh, well,
I'm going to keep this
maybe
for
the people in
myself.
my audience that... Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I just can't be bothered with that. I like to give credit, like you said, where credit's due. I want to help those people that genuinely impress me and engage me. I want everybody else to be engaged. Like,
it's a very toxic mentality, actually. I feel like a lot of people are so scared they're gonna lose their subscribers or their fans, and I'm like, if you lose them, then you were not probably doing something right. Like they saw something that you're probably messing out and everything. Like that's for you as a YouTuber or as an entertainer to step it up every day. Because again, like every day that you're not growing or learning or doing something different, that's somebody else is doing that. And again, like it's very humbling to be able to take a step back and give kudos to where, like, I don't know, kudos are due. Again, like, it just, people like lose their sense of this, and that's one of the sad parts of YouTube, I guess. As much as I love the community, I feel like that's a very strong thing. And just like,
I think it's one of those scary things, isn't it? Where when your job is based on popularity to pay the rent, people can get quite proud of their reputation and get quite paranoid about things. But, you know, like, since I've done my channel relaunch and I've been doing more things for myself and I've been more actively collaborating with people, my views are actually up. I think they've literally doubled. Like,
really?
I was teetering around the 3 million mark. I checked Social Blade yesterday. I'm sat pretty on 6 million.
Get the fuck out of here!
And
Congrats,
that's
dude.
just
That's awesome.
and that's literally just for doing me and being me. And yeah, that's totally a thing.
And you know what? And elaborate with me if this is true. There's certain games, like, I feel like every now and then, like, specifically since, like, I have to do have series like Minecraft Daily on the daily, where they, like, that's the staple. Like, it doesn't matter the story, it doesn't matter anything. The whole premise of it is just, like, there's gonna be points where something really big is going to happen, something small is gonna happen. There's fillers, like, kind of like anime essentially. Where like there's gonna be big glorious moments, and there's gonna be like, oh, this is just another bleh. But like,
this is just like filler sort of feel, yeah.
But I feel like when you're playing games that you're passionate about, like, you get less strain as opposed to, again, like, like, again, if I were to continue like on the daily Minecraft, I would essentially like collapse. Like, it would be like, hey guys, welcome to Super Minecraft. And I'm like, I don't
so you just like, you're back at it.
No, I never want to do that. And I think that's one of the biggest decisions. I even haven't mentioned this on my channel, dude. Like, straight real talk, I have not mentioned this on my channel.
Exclusive. Oh wait, where's my horn? Oh shit. Okay.
So
right, we need to move on to another topic actually, because we're like, yeah, we're on to what, like an hour and 12 minutes.
Well, we can touch the last topic that I have here. Actually, this is my last one. I don't know if it was 5, but we touched a lot of different topics here already.
Well, yeah, we explored.
So the last thing that I wrote here was MKX. Mortal Kombat X, if you not.
Oh.
So they have been announcing a lot of this, and I'm actually really excited for this because there has been always an ongoing joke when I used to be part of the creatures and whatnot that I play fighting games for the storyline, where like essentially that's one of the weakest parts for fighter games. I'm like, but they're so really cool games. They have like fighting and stuff.
Some of the Tekken storylines and the cutscenes were brilliant.
Yeah, so like
really, really intense.
But yeah, they've been announcing more and more stuff in Mortal Kombat, and like I just been really, really excited because again, like I've been playing with my friend Kat a lot of Ultra Street Fighter, and we just been catching hands and just hitting each other so much, and like we're filthy casuals, like, and we know that, but we enjoy like the casual way. Like, we'll never be like pro Street Fighters. I watch them, but I'll never be able to be like that.
Yeah, I'm like that when I watch Smash. Like, I've played Smash, and I actually find Smash quite clunky. I don't understand how they're so precise with that game.
It's muscle memory, dude. I think it's muscle memory.
Yeah, it must be, because I just can't get on with it at all.
I think one of the things that comes into Smash, and that when I play versus my girl, it's like she always constantly like, how the fuck do you grab me so much? Like, I can't. She doesn't have that ability to like know when to time and cue grabs specifically, and she always gets so butthurt about that. I'm like, dude, it just comes naturally. Like, I don't know, it's just I mean, it's good to I don't know, I guess break that guard that you constantly have, or use like that slip ups that you do. But going to Mortal Kombat X, I'm really, really excited because they're bringing either new characters. They're hinting. I don't know. I talked to one of my friends, and I don't know if this is true, that they always throw like a in character in there, like something from the outside. And again, even though I think this is like outdated as hell, and I don't feel like he would make much relevance or I guess make sense, is Spawn. They're like hinting maybe that
Spawn.
Like, again, like when was the last time we heard about Spawn? Like, I feel like that's like, do you even know who Spawn is?
No, I'm just googling this now.
He looks really fucking cool. Like, he looks like he fits the Mortal Kombat universe.
Yeah, he basically looks like Mortal Kombat made their own Deadpool. Mm-hmm. That's what he looks like.
Yep. But this is its own separate thing. Awesome. It's just like its own separate thing, and like, I don't know. I've been looking at what's going on. Like, the fatalities look bloody as hell. One thing that I do really want, and I don't know if they'll be able to, is like, let's say they pull to an extent like what Evolve did to me. Like I feel like Evolve was really, really good. I feel Evolve was actually really hype. But I felt like they went with an old school Super Nintendo mentality. And I'd seen a lot of reviewers actually talk about this that I actually kind of fall into too. Like, the people from Evolve were great. They hooked me up to actually play the game and everything, and I appreciate it. But me being, transparent and everything, I feel like they did the mentality of like, hey, you need to do this in order to unlock this. Whereas opposed to like, I feel like they could have just given us all the content right away. And then later on, like, it's, again, we're in an era where like, you don't have to limit us with the content. Like, give us more content. Essentially, you're gonna allow us to I guess enjoy the game more. And there's certain games like, again, like Dragon Ball Z, they kind of did do the same thing with a random number generator where like they try to keep you with there. But aside from that, like, I feel like Mortal Kombat itself, after the storyline and everything, what was going on, there's not gonna be anything like whatever. You're gonna fight with your friends and that's it. You're gonna drop it unless Evo picks it up and makes it a thing or whatnot. But I think one of the things that really stuck with me before in the old Mortal Kombat was the different things you could do. You have brutalities, which they announced that it's going to be a thing on the new Mortal Kombat. You have friendship.
So wait, did you say brutalities or fatalities?
Yeah, there's fatalities, there's brutalities, and again, this is infamous for really old school Mortal Kombat, like Mortal Kombat Ultimate 3 or something like that. You had brutalities, you have fatalities, multiple fatalities, to say the least. You have animalities. Okay. You have friendship. You have babalities. Like, again, you had so many different things.
I think you're just making up words now and putting alities at the end
of
it.
No, I'm dead serious. This is legit.
I've not played a Mortal Kombat game since I think maybe like the Sega Genesis.
Are you serious?
Like that's
no,
honest to God.
Oh my God, you're like, again, again, this is, I feel like where the company itself didn't take themselves so serious. So like, let's say with babality, you could do this with any other characters. There was specific things, but at the end of the match, you can turn the opponent into a baby. Poof. And it will look like a baby scorpion.
Oh, I thought you meant babality as in like, like when you call someone babe.
No. That's the new era, babe. Come on,
you beat the crap out of them and you take them out for a nice dinner. You go to the cinema. Babality.
But they had a lot of things.
You're hot.
So I hope that if they're not gonna give us a lot of content and they kind of want us to like work or whatever, they give us like multiple means of finishers, multiple reasons to embarrass your friend. Where like if I, instead of destroying you with a sick combo where you blow up into pieces, maybe you give me friendship. Where again, I think one of the characters will like essentially make pins fall from the sky and then he will bowl at you. And it was just, he would miss the thing, and it was like friendship.
So are they starting to be kind of more like tongue-in-cheek now, rather than trying to be this really serious, gory fighter? They're actually adding a bit of comedic flair.
Well, that was before. I don't know if they. I really hope that's the thing. And again, one of the best things for Mortal Kombat was I loved it was when they had animalities, where like essentially your character would turn into what you would think the character would turn. Like Liu Kang would turn into a dragon. Scorpion would turn into a giant scorpion. I think Sub-Zero...
It turned into a leopard. Yes, that makes total sense.
So it was really weird. I think.
What did Sub-Zero turn into? Please tell me it was like a polar bear. Yes.
And he would go ham on you.
It's just like...
I think there was actually somebody that would turn into penguins too. There was I think a few of the girls would turn into a little kitty cat and would just like. They were like, oh, a little kitty cat. There's nothing going on, and then she would just dash at the I guess the enemy and destroy it. Like, so I really hope they go back to something like that. Because again, at this, like, that was one of the best things that I felt like they had going on. And the fact they're bringing brutality, all right, cool, you're going the right step. But what's next?
Yeah.
So that's where it is, and essentially that's my last topic, Lauren. I don't know how you wrap these up.
This is literally the second one, so I've still not really gotten into any kind of rhythm with them. I guess really, I mean, we kind of already covered some of mine. One of my top 5 things of the month was the Game of Thrones kind of coming back soon. So as of the next episode of this, chances are it'll be just around the corner, or the episode would have just gone out. But I watched the blooper reel the other day, which I thought was really funny. See, like we were talking about Joffrey.
Okay.
When Joffrey got to kiss what's-her-face, his crown kept falling off.
Oh, yeah.
So they kept having to retake the kiss, and I was like, he's totally doing that on purpose. What a guy.
Clever.
I guess another one is the thing that I mentioned, Five Nights at Freddy's game theories. I will link both of those below. The story behind the first and the second one is great. I really hope he does one for the third game as well, which I'm fairly certain he will. And also his Binding of Isaac one as well. I'm going to actually note this one down. His Binding of Isaac kind of backstory and like psychoanalysis is brilliant.
He's so good.
Another thing, just before we started filming this today, PAX East is on at the minute as we film this, and they just did the Overwatch presentation where they announced the two new characters, McCree and Zarya.
What kind of characters are they?
I think... so you got McCree, who's kind of like a typical sheriff, and he's like a gunslinger type guy. But Zarya is amazing. She's like this ridiculously ripped pink-haired woman who is like a tank character, and she's like a support. And she has like a move where she puts a bubble around a teammate, and then another one as well where she like just throws a ball into the middle of a crowd, and it pulls everybody in the crowd into the one center part. So you can literally just like pile damage in.
That game is gonna be Synergy 2.0. Like it's gonna be like
it is.
It's gonna take like what you learn in a lot of MOBAs and apply it into a first-person shooter. And I hope that translates well. Because again, like, that's a very dodgy kind of like vibe. Not to say that other games haven't done it. Because what was I think there was a third-person game that was kind of like MOBA-ish. I think it was like Monday Night Football or Monday Night something like that. Around like I don't know. It was weird. And again, somebody correct me in the comment section, please, by all means. But yeah, like there's people that had tried and done like that kind of like first-person, third-person kind of deal.
Yeah.
But I hope it's good.
I think a lot of people are just experimenting again, aren't they, with genres.
And again, Blizzard hasn't like realistically like to my knowledge have not like dropped the game that doesn't like blow up or do good. Like to my knowledge, like again, I could be wrong here. But it just
it's just because their production values are just so insane. Like their production values and the thought and the community input and everything has always just been to such a high standard. And they've got such a dedicated fan base that all they have to do is dump a couple of WoW characters into like their MOBA, Heroes of the Storm, and people are like, shit, I get to play as Sylvanas, and away they go. Like that's them hooked. Like it's so easy for them.
And I think they're really smart too. Like recently, what was it? They announced for WoW that you can now you don't even have to. And again, correct me if I'm wrong here. If you heard this, where you can buy time to play in WoW with actually in-game money. That is ridiculous. Like.
It's really cool. It's actually a brilliant system because obviously I played WildStar last year, which ran on the exact same system. It was called Cred in that game. And yeah, basically you just swap in-game money for that. So I mean, like, you know, if you play a lot of the game and you're literally on it every day for like 4 or 5 hours, you're totally going to make enough gold or platinum or whatever else to actually pay for the sub fee. And it's nice because it tends to fluctuate per server. So every server's economy that kind of runs off the auction house and all those other things all feeds into how much, like, I think they're called WoW tokens or something. You know, you'll see the price will vary all the time, and it's really cool. It actually rewards the dedicated players.
Like the economy of it, because essentially, like, you're telling the fans of the game, hey, guess what? We see that you're paying money and everything, but guess what? Your presence in the game actually is another means of helping the game.
It actually matters.
It's smart. It's really, really smart. And again, my girl used to be really into like the whole WoW thing. Like she had to stop because she's like would no life it with her like team and raids and all that jazz. And I told her about this, and she's like, that's actually really smart because that's gonna help like the auction house and all that jazz. I'm like, I know jack shit what you're talking about, but hooray! I think that's a great idea because that's what you do. You should give incentive because again, you don't want to play a game that nobody's in it. Like,
that's
smart.
the thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And I guess the final one. This film's been out for ages. It's only on like selected screenings in cinemas now. So when the DVD comes out, get it. But yesterday I watched The Theory of Everything, which was the kind of it was one of the films that was really big at the Oscars. Like the guy that plays the main role, he actually won Best Male Actor. Shit. And it's the life story of Stephen Hawking, and it's crazy good. So it goes from him being able to walk and talk and everything like that at Cambridge when he's a student, all the way through to when he did one of his first presentations in America. And it kind of takes you through the difficulties of his worsening condition with motor neuron disease. And it's intense. It's intense, but also they put a really nice spin on it. Everybody that's around him in the film they don't talk down to him because he's now in a way disabled, because they just know how smart he is, and he's still as like sharp and as quick-witted and as funny as he was before any of it happened. And yeah, it was that film was an eye-opener. It was really interesting.
I have to actually check it out. That's actually one of those things.
Yeah,
because again, I've been doing those transitions where like I've been actually trying to finish something before I jump into something else, because I have that terrible habit. Yeah. So like recently I just finished Kill la Kill, and I'm gonna jump into
that's the anime, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm going from Kill la Kill in anime to actually going to watch Sword Art Online. So I haven't seen any of that.
Oh my god! Have you never watched it?
No, I don't want to be one of those guys where like watch just a little bit and bleh. Like I want to be able to finish something if it has a finale. So like
yeah, I mean I think they've got 2 entire seasons now, and each of them has 2 arcs inside of them as well. So it's essentially like 4 mini series. But yeah, definitely the first season of Sword Art Online, episodes 1 to 12. That is a really nice, short, solid story. Okay. And all the ones that followed are great, but the first 12 are like hit the feels like.
I was told that in the beginning it starts a little bit slow. That to ignore
a little bit
to ignore that. There's like it's gonna get better. Don't worry about it. And then there's other people's like, why even watch that? I'm like, because I want to watch it. Like,
I think episode was it 2 or 3? Episode 2 or 3 is when the penny dropped. But just the whole concept alone kept me around. Like the whole idea of a full MMO inside of a proper virtual reality where you can like feel everything, you can taste everything. Like that has the future tech nerd in me excited, as well as it just generally being about games. And the cool thing in that show is they don't dumb it down. They talk about raids and guilds and all these other kind of MMO terms, and they don't even explain it. Because some shows I've watched, they go, "Oh, well, a guild is a group of people that like to play together." Whereas in this, is just like
they're trying to like appeal to the casuals. That's what you're trying to say. Yeah, I get you. Which is smart to an extent, but sometimes. I like when people don't hold my hands when it comes to like serious or games. Like it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah. They just like they assume that you're half
half-assing everything in life.
yeah. I'm sure you'll know a little bit of this. But yeah, so there you go. Those are my top 5. I'll be sure to put all the links to everything that we spoke about in the description, as well as Sly's channel. You can go check that out. It's XX SlyFoxHound XX, isn't it?
Hey, listen, again, I wanted to actually be SlyFoxHound, but somebody had taken that. Have
you not got like a vanity URL? You should ask your network for that. Like I have youtube.com/Martin now, which is pretty crazy.
Fuck, that's crazy actually. Yeah, I think I seen somebody link you, and I saw that actual description. I'm like, this motherfucker got the link wrong, and then I clicked and it took me to your channel. I'm like, wow, yeah. I should mentally apologize for that, dude.
You should totally ask your like network guy or girl to sort you out with a vanity URL. They'll be able to do it like that, like super quick.
I might have to do that. I appreciate it, Mike.
Yeah, sweet. Right, well, thank you for watching, everybody. Apologies if this episode isn't on iTunes or available as an MP3 download. I'm basically going to see how you gauge this episode. If you like it, and this is definitely going to be a thing every 2 weeks for the foreseeable future, then I'm going to get it properly up there as a podcast that you can get as an audio-only thing. But yeah, thank you to Sly for coming on, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye!